Welcome back to the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube. What have we got here? Oh boy, we're doing an unboxing because I just assembled my wife's e-bike and I don't have the chutzpah left in me to start on that Andy's Hobby Headquarters 16 scale Easy 8 Sherman. I'll get to it, I promise. It's going to happen probably tomorrow. I'm going to start on it. We'll have some exciting tank content back on the channel after that pitiful, awful DeLorean we built that nobody liked. Lowest viewership in a long time, though, oddly enough. But either way, we have a mega-size Gundam right here. 1/48 scale means it's flippin' huge. In Eurometers, it equals into Amera inches as almost 15 inches tall. So over double the height of a master grade, and will still tower somewhat over a perfect grade. It is the biggest RX78-2 you can get, without either being some super lucky, lives in Japan, semi-model YouTube gunpla girly. We all know who I'm talking about, probably. Or you're a hobby shop that sells a crap ton of Bandai, and they've bequeathed you on loan a giant 6-foot tall RX. Other than that, this is the biggest one anyone can get. The box has all sorts of fun things in Japanese I cannot read to you. The ends of the box is too long. It's going to hit the camera, so you're only going to get the other side view. And here we go. At least, unlike the Gundam Factory one, this one comes with a gun and a shield and a beam saber. The F00 unit from Gundam Factory did not come with anything. And check out that price. If you're paying more than this, you're kind of paying scalper prices. I was very lucky. My local hobby town got a couple cases of these in. I don't know how many per case, maybe a handful per case. I called on the telephone. You know, the thing you go boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 and it rings and they go, "Hello, Hobbytown, USA." I said, "Hold me one of those RXs I just saw you post on the Facebook group." And they put it aside. And I got one. I was very lucky. Wow, our box is upside down now. Okay, there we go. Very lucky to do that. And get this monster. So we're gonna dig into this box and I'm gonna show you what it's all about. Some of you may be disappointed, some of you may be surprised, all of you will be curious as to what the hell comes out of my mouth as usual. That's why you're here, I think, and also because we've got a mega size. Look at that sucker. Alright, well, I'll be right back and I'm gonna pop this box top off. Alright, here we go. Sorry, I just had to grab a fresh brewski from the fridge, but there we are. Oh my lord. This is a lot of stuff. This is a let's go with some fancy bits. Now, a mega size model kit basically is I don't know if you ever got those little clear vitamin pill sponge dinosaurs as kids, but you know, you drop them in water and watch them grow. So that's what they did with like a high grade model. Now, if anyone's familiar with high grade, they're pretty much the entry grade. Well, now they have an entry grade, but the high grade was, you know, the entry level of complexity and detail and articulation, and this is basically that. It is a massively sized high grade. We have massive polycaps, unlike little polycaps for the high grades and or the Re-100s or the older master grades. Look at these giant chest pieces, armor pieces. Man, that, yeah, she's a big girl. But I would never send this model to Jenny Craig. I want it big and voluptuous. That's how I like my model kits. Extra large. There we go. Some more body pieces. It's got some decent panel lines on it that you could throw a little detail into. Here's our beam rifle, most of it, and some hands. Jeez, those are big hands. It's like a little, it's like a little baby hand. It's like, oh, look at a little baby holding my pinky. How cute is that? That's what we all do, right? And then we run away because babies scare the living hell out of me. Okay, let's see here. More parts. Ooh, okay. So, yep, okay, joint parts. This is very basic. Like, there's not a lot of parts in this kit. It's very much like a high grade. Oh, look, instructions. Do we even want to bother? Let's see. We'll just interrupt our unboxing to read the... Oh, it's like high-grade instructions also. It's not like a book. It just folds out there. But they are in color. All the important things are figure-outable. sprue name and part numbers and directions and clickety-clackety symbols, and that we don't need to speak Japanese. We speak the universal language of symbols. That was not love. But yeah, there it calls out all the sprues. Let's see what we got here. Hobby Japan. Oh, look at this. We get a little cat. Oh, look. Oh, we do get a little finishing guide and a tips and tricks manual on the proper way to, clip off the nubs. How to cut yourself with an X-Acto blade. That's good. Thank you, Japanese. Oh, yeah, see? That basically translates into, don't do what Ian just did here. You'll be bleeding. That's a fun one. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, how to slice a nub off. How to put on water slide decals. Okay, Mr. Mark Softer. I use Mark Softer and Setter, but whatever, they're only calling out Mark Softer. You can do some fun stuff with this. You can do some custom painting. This is a great model for custom painting because the parts are nice and big. So if you're not a fantastic detail painter with your airbrush, you can knock this out pretty easily. And it gives you you could do like a real type color, like a prototype or pre-prototype Gundam color. All custom painted, that one. That looks pretty cool. I don't know if we're going to do that. I kind of just like the classic things. It had a panel line with Gundam markers. This is one of the best how-to manuals I've ever seen for Gundam. And this is the only how-to manual I've ever really seen for Gundam come with a Gundam kit. But yeah, that's really cool. Erasers, and I didn't even know some of this stuff. Look, cleaning out your spray can even. Very detailed. The Dengeki Hobby. Maybe they made a special Dengeki Hobby version of this kit in those colors. That would be cool. Let's start in the middle here. This kit has a top, a middle, and a bottom. Anybody into Hasbro, HasLab collecting stuff will get that joke. We have some water slide decals. You don't get these with high grades unless they are a P Bandai exclusive. Then you will occasionally get water slide decals. Let's put those in the box. We're going to lose them. Here's a little neck collar, the shield cross, the beam saber sight, chest vents, some little bat utility belt compartments for Batman right there. But little V-fin thing to go in the crotch probably. Okay, that's pretty cool. He's got his little green hornet mask right there. There we go. Got some massive beam saber beebs. These are big enough you could use them as damn chopsticks. How awesome would that be? I know they make them. So I'm going to go to Japan. I'm going to find them, and I'm going to buy a few sets. They probably make Gundam beam saber chopsticks. You can get them somewhere in Japan. Actually, note to self. Check eBay right after this video is done filming. Oh, definitely beam saber chopsticks. Bring them to a restaurant, see if anyone notices. There might be one waiter. Oh, Gundam chopstick! There's the back of the shield. Okay. So detail. Like I said, basically a massive high grade that they just rolled around in some yeast and let rise under some clear saran wrap. There's the head right there, some of the front and back skirting, the Gundam crotch, the Gundam COVID mask right there, the V-fin, there we go. Okay, this is a very, very, very simple kit. This would be a great first kit for someone to build, in my opinion, because it is quite simplified. Okay, we lost one of our little thruster verniers. That should gone right there. But we got most of the backpack stuff and some inner crotch areas, some more hands. These are fist-shaped. 4-2 punch me in the face when I don't shut up. There we go. This is going to be a fantastic shelf presence kit. 15, almost 15 inches tall. Unless you have them reaching up in the air, and then even taller. We got our little tootsies here. We got little footsies. It's chilly in winter. Don't forget your Gundam boots. Alrighty, you don't want to slip on the Zeons. Here we are here. What is this? Oh, look at, here's something I don't see with a lot of kits. This appears to be a Gundam parts separator. Gunpla made in Japan. comes with a Gundam part separator. Here's just a couple random joints. We'll find out what those are when we're building it. Oh, almost done. Look at this. More parts here. Okay, there's 2 halves of the beam saber. Looks like some arm parts, some more upper arm armor, shoulder bits, shoulder armor. Okay, so arms and whatever. More polycaps. And they are like gear tooth polycaps. Okay, so they're going to have some kind of clickety-clickety, but do not play with this kit. These things wear out if you're too rough with them, okay? They do wear out. So it's kind of a statue. You could repose it once or twice a year, maybe once a month. I don't even know, once a month. Like, sooner or later, things are just going to go floppy on it, and you'll have to do some surgery to get her back together. Here's some more arm and shoulder armor parts, and another. Here's the other half of the beam saber. Popped off the sprue, fell into the bag. Little shaky during shipping. Wasn't me, I promise. I carried this home with kid gloves by throwing it in the back of my 4Runner and driving over as many rough roads as possible. No more parts. Oh God, leg day. I mean, whatever. No one really likes leg day, but she's got some good thighs and calves on her. He's definitely doing his squats. All right, so yeah, that's it. That's all the parts. I know you heard that little pingy tingy sound. We just threw a part across the basement somewhere. Oh, for God's sake. Come on, out of my first Hobby Time modeler unboxing. I found it. We're okay. You know what? I'm not even going to do this and put it back in the box. I'm going to put this one over there, and I'm going to bring all these back over here. Alrighty. So yeah, that's basically it. It's a high grade. It's a gigantic high grade. There's not a lot of color separation on the white. So, if you've seen like the 3.0 Master Grade or the Gundam Factory RX78-2, whether it's the 1/100th scale or the big monster 1/48 scale that I also have, it had a lot of multicolored shades. It literally built up and looked very much like this color-wise. So here they've done some custom subtle painting of some lighter grays and some light off-white tan almost colors to really give it some nice color separation. And to do that kind of paint job on this kit would not be super difficult, but you would have to mask off these front kneecap plates, and that little plate in there you would have to mask and paint it a different color than this bottom half here, and then leave that top part, you know, or paint the top part white. You could do a lot of custom painting with this. It lends itself to it. It's easy to get clippy sticks on the back of these parts to hold them up for airbrushing. Will I go to that trouble? Probably not. I say this because I build Gundams as my let off some steam and relax kits, because these will just snap together a treat. Bandai kits, you know, not doing a pre-review or anything, just speaking in general, Bandai kits, particularly, you know, the Gundams, they snap together damn near perfect every time. No problems. Very rarely do you have major fitment issues. Sometimes you'll break something, that happens, but you know, they're not G.I. Joe figures. They're still model kits. But yeah, this looks exciting. I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of building this thing. And you know, check me out on Pitstain Hobbies to see this thing get built. I may even work on it on one of the Hobby Time model live streams. But this is gonna come up probably right after this other tank I'm building is done, because that is a high detail, very modelly model kit that needs many tedious things. This would be an easy, fast, fun, relaxing build. Again, retail on this kit is below $100 US. If you can find one at like a Hobby Town. If you can't, sky's the limit on eBay. You know how those scalpers get. I don't support it. I'm not happy about scalping. Or it used to just be called reselling, but they started getting a little crazy during the coof with their prices and the markups. But there were, I guess, somewhat artificially induced shortages. I'm not going to get into the detail. Either way, awesome kit. Parts look great. They're gigantic. They're massive. You put that thing on a shelf. Anyone that walks in the room that has an inkling of nerd in them is going to go, what is that thing? Or, oh my god, is that Gundam? And it's a big conversation piece. It's definitely a crown jewel for any collection to have a mega-size Gundam. They also make a couple Zakus, and I believe a unicorn. I'm not a fan, sorry. It's a great robot. I love the anime, but I just don't like the model kit. But either way, they make a few mega scales. I think they make an Age 1 also, mega scale possibly. I'd love to get them all. But, hey, reality. I was lucky to get this one. Either way, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll see you next time. Adios, everybody.